location today. It's fucking sick. I'm a Scouts comedian on the way to meet LeBron. I haven't met him yet. That's why I'm still fucking doing this. Sorry, we haven't had 2 weeks. We haven't had an expo in 2 weeks as well. I was doing gigs in a church. Yeah, I know. Just in case for the 7 people that are hanging on my every goddamn word.
LeBron likes church, so that's probably going to help.
Oh, damn right.
Meet him.
Yeah, exactly. The I Promise church. As opposed to keep a secret church.
Oh, yes.
I promise not to tell nobody.
I promise to double dribble.
But let's start the show with an assist to my guest. The one and only Sam Kissajukian, everybody. It went in. And if not, we got the green screen, little CGI in it anyway.
With the Splash Sisters.
Splash Sisters.
It's a video I watched last night.
It's got Stephen Curry's current wife in it.
It's got 5 girls half court.
It's a girl that looks like Kevin Durant, and everybody else in the league is just coming on her face. Because he's been coming on everybody else for that. Look at me while I'm riffing. Don't you dare not look at me.
Don't leave any man behind.
So me and you haven't done an episode in a while because we were playing ball games last night. Not playing ball games, sorry. We were getting our 1,000 shots in and running suicides last night. Sorry.
Oh my God, I was so
got
tired.
confused
didn't you faint from all the exertion?
From all that.
He fainted in McDonald's. He was like,
it was a Hungry Jack's.
I'll have a oh going down. Man down.
Literally, I took an and one from Jack himself. A fragrant foul. No, literally, I done basketball and boxing. Boxing new.
That's all the fingers you need was 2.
Could I give Hadler a love for his money? I didn't have to remember that. I done boxing. I was going to count the faintest one.
Fainted
so I didn't need.
Out.
I didn't. I played from 3.
No,
I played from 3 to 5.
You cut too many fingers.
Okay, I played.
This is basketball.
From 3 to 5, I played, and then basketball, getting buckets, dominated a 42-year-old man.
But did you play basketball?
And an Asian that hadn't played pre-COVID, so...
Now that I fucked you hard in the bathrooms, how about some one-on-one? You 32-year-old man.
32-year-old man. Just prison rules, on the courts and in the showers.
Yeah. It didn't look 42.
And after that, I was eating Hungry Jack's, what happened? And then I literally was ordering my food. Can I get a Whopper or Stunner meal or whatever? And then I was like, oh, wait, give me a second. So I just kind of like keeled down next to the... Like, imagine she's seeing me and I'm just going under the counter like this. Oh. And the bitch, after all of it, kind of looked at me and I was like, I'm all right. And she went, next, please. And the guy over me pretty much stood... Allen Iverson me. I was Teron Lou and he stepped over me to get his Hungry Jacks. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because they probably see that shit all the time. It's Hungry Jack's.
Oh, yeah, they're probably like this guy's
you're
on
suddenly like,
meth or
this
something.
bloody guy again.
Yeah.
Basketball jersey with an afro fainting in Hungry Jack's. Like, they're not like, oh, call an ambulance.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's on heroin for sure.
This is his Wednesday.
Speaking of heroin, what's better than heroin is the NBA is back 22nd of December. How sick's that?
Well, I would say it's like better than heroin. I mean, I've never played basketball in the NBA or done heroin. So I can't confirm one or the other.
You've never done anything. What's the closest thing you've done to heroin? I don't know the answer, so don't worry.
Joan of Arc.
Was that like street term?
She's a heroine.
Oh, okay.
Why'd you laugh?
Because I honestly thought it was street term for like opium or something like that.
And you'd laugh because you're like, oh, I'm in on the street term.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just news to me. Like
that's actually the way to make you laugh, is just say things that you don't understand but think you should. And you'll just laugh because you don't want to look stupid.
Oh, and we laughed. What were the guys talking about? I have no idea, but it was funny.
I dithy damned it, and then I brought it back as sapataka, which is the term we use for heroin.
Yeah, of course, nice. We're live on location. Tell them where we are, Sam. We're in the Lakers locker room, aren't we? Can you tell them what we can see in the Lakers locker room?
We're pre-game. We're about to play the LA Clippers.
Yeah, open game
Carl got a
season.
shout. He's got a little leg up. He's gone from the 3-3 at the KGB.
Markville, PCYC champions.
And they just rearranged a few letters. Now he's in the NBA, so we're going to be playing.
They just dropped the U, add another vowel, chuck an A.
But it's just an exhibition game, so obviously LeBron won't be here, so it's like,
so that's what we got to do. But what do we see? We got Dwight Howard's dick over there. That's nice.
It. Oh my God, it's
That's
actually
pretty good. Yeah, the second glance at you, like you didn't see all of it. It takes 2 glances. So on the top of it, it's on the bottom of it.
It's like, hang on, I'm just going to look at his dick. Oh, yeah, it's quite good.
He's hard. Okay.
Oh,
It's going into the Clipper locker room. Okay.
he's actually using it to measure the other guy's dicks.
Caruso's lied on it, stretching out. He's getting a massage.
Getting a massage on Twitter's.
It's a massage table.
It's really flat on the top. It's wide but flat.
So we're in the locker room, or if
Looks
my
like a
fucking
paddle pop.
producer Evan makes that happen because the green screen, we are in the locker room.
Well, this is more.
This is it.
Like what we got.
It's great. We got in the locker room. Look at all the Lanny O'Brien trophies there.
Oh my lord, so many trophies.
I know, it's crazy. How many trophies
Oh,
have the Lakers got?
how many Lakers got?
Yeah.
17.
My man.
No worries.
Good shit, baby. A recent 17, I like that. So opening game is going to be 22nd, so that's pretty much. I mean, they're going to be good the opening day game as always, but Christmas Day games is 3 days later, really. So one team's probably going to play like Lakers will probably play opening game, and then their next game will be Christmas Day. You know what I mean? So what Christmas Day games would you like to see this year? Because they're the best games outside the playoffs in my mind.
Why is that?
I mean, it's just the best rivalries. So like when it was Cavs and Warriors, they would only play each other twice in the season. It'd be like an opening day and then Christmas Day, and then they'd meet in the finals.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And you know, that's the thing is they judge the Christmas games based. They're like, oh, when the Lakers play the Clippers, like however that goes, the whole season they're like, oh, whoever won there is. They're like so many articles about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's all bullshit, but it's like
Yeah.
Okay.
Because by the time Christmas, I mean, you've
different
made so many
team,
trades.
they're
Yeah,
changed,
exactly.
it's
So it's like
yeah. And also the team gels differently, and it's like anyone can win and lose a game.
And 2 years ago, remember LeBron first got injured, that was on Christmas Day game, and he was out for the 4 months when he first went to the Lakers. The Lakers ended up winning that game without him by like 25, which meant nothing because Lakers didn't even make the playoffs and they went to the finals.
And did you watch Giannis just dominate all season? Everyone's like, oh, he's so good. Early games, just crushing everyone. And then the worst team in the playoffs.
Exactly. Well, I mean, him and Harden, really, they're both regular season players.
Regular season.
That's it.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself more of a regular season player or more of a playoff player?
I'm definitely playoff push.
Yeah.
For
Feigning and hungry to action is a real regular season.
No, that was my flu game. I'm in the bubble. That was my flu game, but it wasn't. It was my fate game, is what it was.
Yeah, but you've done it twice now.
Do
you not
back to back?
Back to back. You got a stat for it now.
Yeah, the first time I was on a stage. That's on the biggest stage in the world. That's like NBA Finals on stage. This one was just like Fating and Hungry Jacks is like a preseason.
That's
game.
a new stat for you.
You know what I mean?
You got like minutes logged per game.
Yeah.
You've also got points per game.
Yeah.
Assists, rebounds, and then you usually got feints per season.
Feints per season. Because if you don't feint per game, then that's going to like 0.1. You know what I mean? Well, feint per season's easy. 5.
5 feints per season. And it's not even just 5 feints. Maybe he'll do a half feint one game. It's like
no, it's my opinion of a head fake. Yeah, it's like he's fake. No, I'm buying.
You think he's fake? Imagine if you get the reputation for feinting, you really throw people off.
Do you reckon? Yeah, that would. I feel like there's been a bunch of like JaVale McGee ages ago, a year ago. Remember he faked that injury on the side of the court, walked off, and then stepped back on and got the pass and an easy jam.
Yeah.
So people are doing it.
You could do it. You could like face down on the court, and then when the game finishes, just go up and just climb up the backboard.
The whole game, I'm just there.
Guys, look, I got it in.
I love that he kept playing. He didn't get the ref. Didn't
Someone
get a ball.
actually bounced the ball off your head. You committed to the
pitch. Like trampoline or something. Yeah.
Okay, games I'd like to see. I want to see Clippers Lakers, obviously again.
You don't want Lakers Heat?
No, I want
rematch.
I want Clippers
with a healthy Heat.
I want them to get back to Clippers Lakers.
Okay, all right.
Let's get back to be serious.
Okay, you go Clippers Lakers. I'll go Lakers Heat.
The Heat's different now. It's not the same.
But the Clippers isn't. I mean, Heat are probably going to have the same team. They might even have Joel Embiid or someone like that. I doubt it because there's not much time.
No.
But the Clippers, they might get a Rondo on us. If they get a CP3, then obviously I want that. I want to see that. But
the Clippers are going to get a sweet pace.
I don't see sweet CP3 going to the Clippers over the Lakers because of LeBron. You know what I mean? I just don't like. Even though CP used to be at the Clippers, I feel like if he's going to go to an LA team, he's going to go to the Lakers. What do you think?
I think he wants to go to the Suns.
That's what I heard. I don't know if he is going to go to the Suns, but it'd be a nice If he goes to the Suns, yeah, he would dominate with Devin Booker, you know what I mean? It would be like thunder again. But he needs to win now. Like, he needs to go to a championship team. He's too old to be, like, rebuild for 3 years and then maybe make a run to the playoff. You know what I mean?
It's so funny how, like it was like, oh, let's get rid of CP3 from the Rockets so we can get the star player of Westbrook. And now it's like, oh my God, everyone's like, let's get CP3. And everyone's like, oh, I don't want Westbrook's contract.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, think about it. Yeah, Houston beats the Thunder, but they only played one more game than the Thunder because the Lakers beat them 4-1.
Yeah.
So they pretty much, and it came down to game 7.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was like, you know what I mean? And Thunder had a 0.02% chance of making the playoffs. So
I know, it was wild.
that's crazy.
Shout out to the Thunder. They did a great season.
Oh,
What a
yeah,
story.
I'm saying.
Now the Rockets is going to blow up. I reckon they'll blow it up. They got
I
rid
mean,
of
they got rid of Daryl Morey's gone now.
And you know he's going to be wanting to pull the
no
players'
racist
lives.
against Asians, but a great GM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was the reason, it was his tweet that fucked up all the whole China stuff at pre-season.
What did he write?
He backed Hong Kong,
Oh.
which I think is the right move, really, to be honest, like in terms of what was going
in terms
on.
of your political understanding?
Yeah.
Just your eyes go down when you like try to say something serious?
Which is
sensitive?
my political understanding, which is just all my facts I
the
get
right
from
thing.
World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But Biden, 4 more years, good shit.
4 more years.
And or 4 New Years. No, he was a vice president for 4 years.
Well, no, Trump,
anyway, we're getting
Trump hasn't accepted the presidency.
You mean
Like, he refuses to accept
that he's not president anymore?
that he's not going to be president anymore. He's also president for 3 more months.
That's
so tell
what
me
I heard.
this, if I fired you from a job and you didn't agree with it before, I'm going to hire someone else, but they didn't start in 3 months.
Oh, I'm painting that house black.
Exactly.
For sure. Or like purple
Your
or
face?
something. No, the
Your
house.
Okay. So I was like, Kyle.
That would probably get more votes again in fucking America. No, but it's like the White House. I'm like, no, it ain't, bitch, it's purple.
Oh, you meant
know
the
what I
Black
mean?
House.
Yeah, exactly. The Black House, there you go.
Black House. And then
Yeah. That just sounds
Purple?
boring, though.
You make it purple?
Purple, why
Purple
not?
and yellow?
Lakers colours, yeah. That's
Lakers
always on the
house.
mind, yeah.
It's the house by the lake.
Pink house, enjoy living here, bitch.
Yeah, ruin it for the next person.
And also, apparently, he can officially pardon people, which is scary.
Because he can pardon himself.
He can, from what crimes?
You ever sneeze and be like, bless me?
No, but I'm saying he can pardon,
Well,
like,
he's done a lot of
like the
crimes.
Epstein and all that weird shit, I guess.
I guess
Yeah,
he's...
yes.
What about the pussy grabbing? I would like
But he didn't get done for it, though,
No, he
did he?
didn't get done for it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Let's get OJ back out, though.
I think so.
Let's get him a second
Can
one around.
Can we pardon OJ?
If anyone, let's pardon OJ. Let's start that. Hashtag free OJ again.
I would like to hashtag free OJ, as in, like, it would just be good to have free orange juice, but I think he's guilty of murdering his wife.
We want more pulp.
More pulp.
This that shouting at the screen. Oh, he's definitely guilty of doing it. So we got
Yeah,
Clippers.
Clippers. Like, but that's because I'm a Clippers fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Clippers fan. I want to see the New York Knicks versus the New York Nets.
why?
Because it'll just be funny. Like, I want to see New York just be like the Knicks, like the 2 New York teams, you know.
Just
Durant will
literally
be back.
dissolve the Knicks, add the best 5 players to the end of the Nets squad as
Add them to
subs.
the bench.
Yeah.
I just want to see a game of like 150 points to like 50.
Oh my lord.
I want to see the Heat play the Clippers.
You just got the Clippers Lakers?
I know.
You want them 2 games
They're
in one
going
day?
double. LeBron can take it. He can take it.
They're playing 2 games in one. Jimmy Butler just changes his jersey. He's like, all right,
It's
again.
half. No, that's too much basketball. We'll go first 2 quarters, Clippers Lakers. Second 2 quarters, Clippers Heat. The Heat is sub on. Both starting 5.
LeBron's like, I've got 30 at the half, I can't play. No, you can't, sorry. You were going to play Myers Leonard instead. I apologise.
I would also like to see.
I'll tell you what I'd like.
Yeah,
Giannis versus Zion. Battle of the monsters in the paint. That would be sick, wouldn't it? Both massive power forwards.
Yeah,
I would like to just see Zion in general.
Oh,
actually, yeah.
Pelicans.
Like
I definitely
that.
want a Pelicans game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Pelicans versus Bucks would be nice.
Pelicans versus Bucks, or Pelicans versus the new Suns if they get a star player. That'd be cool.
That'd be sick, yeah.
Yeah. I would also like to see Golden State.
That's why I want Golden State versus Nets. The
Nets,
Rednecks whole team.
That would be a
you know
great
what I mean?
game.
That's
That would be a
fine.
great game.
That would be sick. What else? What else we got?
I'm feeling like the Rockets versus the
Maybe a
76ers.
Yes, definitely. Even if that trade doesn't
happen, Daryl Morey,
but if it does,
team,
definitely,
like, you know he's going to have to try and stand.
That's for sure. That's
some
a
kind
fucking
of
great
strategic,
one. That, yeah.
Good
What,
stuff.
think of what ones from the. I mean, you'd have to put Portland in there, wouldn't you?
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
Portland Raptors or something like that.
I reckon Portland Jazz is. I mean, that was the game.
No, rematch Jazz Nuggets. Would be good.
Nuggets Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz Nuggets would be good. Even if Lakers played Heat, you could do Clippers versus Nuggets again. That would be good after coming back.
I want to see Mavs versus Nuggets.
Mavs versus Nuggets would be nice, actually.
Nice. You know that the Mavs are going to be better now, like.
Yeah, of course. And then you got Jokic versus the Unicorn.
I reckon it's a real. That's
like, they're both like good passers and shooters, big guys. Yeah, I like that. That's nice, actually. And then I suppose you could have the early game. You just have a fucking Boston Raptors rematch or something from playoffs, maybe, or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You'd have to put a Boston in there, just a big franchise.
Do you know who I want to see? I want to see the Wizards versus the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh baby, battle for last place.
Yeah.
If John Wall's comes back, though, Wizards are gonna be a problem.
Hasn't he been coming back for 10 years?
Yeah. It's for boys. The extended his contract while he was still injured. Rookie era.
Supermax?
Do you want a Supermax? Hey, I'm not doing it. I'm just sitting here. I guess. Yeah.
The Charlotte Hornets are the worst team.
But if they get a good draft pick, if they get like a big man now, or something, or they got LaMelo Ball, that could change it up. You know what I mean? They could be the second. They would be better than the Hawks.
Who's drafting? Who's Golden State drafting the second pick? Edwards.
It's all up in the air now.
Anthony Edwards, like,
you'd think they'd want a big man really, but then Timberwolves might take him just to spite them. You know what I mean? Because they got number one pick.
But they might just take someone they can trade for a big man.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's either going to be a trade, or they're talking about getting Kelly Oubre Jr. at small forward, getting rid of Wiggins. So maybe Wiggins goes to the Suns or whatever, or something. But I don't know.
I think they should take Ibaka.
Take Ibaka?
Yeah, from the Raptors. They should somehow try and get him.
He's too old though, isn't he? I feel like.
Durant's trying to get him to the Nets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Instead of Andre Jordan?
I don't know.
Because that's Andre Jordan getting paid, but he starts the game and he leaves 3 minutes in. He was literally just part of that Durant-Kyrie agreement. They were like, I'm not going to come unless he comes. And he was like, oh, fuck it, whatever. Jay-Z's like, here you go.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know much about this, like, rookie, no, what do you call them? College draft. What do you call it?
Oh, the draft, yeah.
The draft.
Yeah, the NBA draft.
Yeah.
To be honest, this year, because of COVID, it's all been fucked. But I know the top 10, but I still don't know the order, because it's not even like who's the best player. Because in the best player in the draft, in my mind, is LaMelo Ball. Really, in terms of like the way he's proved, like he's already played like in a fucking league. You know what I mean? In 2 leagues when he was a kid in Europe, and then Australia and all that. Like, and his brothers are already there and stuff like that. So.
And you know they're giving out misinformation.
Exactly, but it's like what a team needs. So it's like the Golden State wouldn't get him because they got Steph and Clay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they were saying he might fall to like 6th or 7th, and it's what a team needs. Like a lot of teams, like Timberwolves needs a small forward because they got point guard, they got D'Angelo and Cat, centre and point guard. So they need a small forward, really, a shooting guard. Then Golden State need a centre. Then who the fuck's after that?
Hornets need anybody. They need a backup centre.
Who's the centre now?
Draymond Green?
He's power forward, really.
I thought he played centre.
Well, with the Reds, because they played that def lineup, they did. But he probably got back to power forward now, I guess.
Because what, Wiggins is...
he's a small forward, yeah, but he's also lazy as fuck and he's trash.
Okay.
So it's like, unless the Warriors...
If you're listening, Wiggins...
Fuck you and your brother as well.
KGB... fainter over here. This is trash.
I thought you were shouting out the KGB, the Russian
Isn't that what you play basketball at the
KGB.
KGB, not KGB.
Not KGB is.
Wait, so you weren't doing...
Have you been hashtagging KGBs?
I think Carl's been in the Russian embassy shooting hoops.
Yo, shout out to the KGB, the NBA, the KGB.
I play the KGB league. You lose, you die.
You lose. That's just a ref. It's like
the team's called the Baba Yagas.
The Baba Yagas.
It's just 5 Keanu Reeves stuntmen.
It's one big centre and then little players keep coming out of him like one of those babushka dolls. It's like, It literally just goes down like that. That's the height. Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
The Baba
Shout out
Yagas.
I love John Wick.
Yo, I watched John Henry. Have you seen that on Netflix yet?
No.
It's Terry Crews and it's the Black John Wick.
No.
I'm not even lying.
Terry Crews as Black John Wick.
No, he's not like he's not white faced John Wick, then black faced again. They kill his dog at the start of the movie.
No.
And he just goes ham. Walks around with a big old sledgehammer.
No.
Yes.
It's just the same.
And he used to be like a gangbanger back in the day. Then he retired and shit like that. So exactly the same.
Kills his dog.
No, a gangster kills his dog.
Oh
and
my!
then,
What? It is the same movie.
I know, it's crazy. Isn't it? It's. I was literally watching it saying this is the Black John.
What dog did he have? Please say it was like a sausage dog.
No, it was like, like kind of ones that you
like a hot dog?
like rich people would have. You know, like you know, like the fluffy white ones.
Oh,
like
really?
Spiky hair and that. Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Not even
yeah.
a tough dog.
Not even like a Rockwell, not like that. Yeah.
Terry Crews, the little handbag dog.
And then it starts like literally. This opening scene is this car hits the dog, then Terry Crews comes out, and you're going to see the back of Terry Crews, and the guy just comes, he's the gangbanger, he's like, yo, you got to fix my car, motherfucker, and Terry Crews is not doing anything, he just picks up, walks off, the guy's like, what?
You're out of
and
frame.
then, picks out, walks off, and then you just see Terry Crews crying, that's the start of the movie, he's like crying, like, but like, obviously, like madly crying, like, not like, wah, wah, just tears of and then you're like, oh, this shit's about to get fucked up. Yeah.
Don't make Terry Crews. He's not even angry about his dog. He's angry that you made him cry on camera.
He's just lost a couple of pounds there.
Terry Crews, would you rather verse in a pickup game Terry Crews 1-on-1?
Yeah.
Or who's the comedian?
Craig Robinson?
No, very short. Looks like Reuven in height.
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart.
You didn't know Kevin
I just woke up. It's very. I'm sorry.
And it's 4:45. Well, it's 5 a.m. It's 4:45 somewhere.
Well, you can do that, but I mean, we'd live different
I
lives.
would rather play.
I'd like night board
I'd
games.
rather play Terry Crews because I mean, even though Kevin Hart's like what is it, 4-time Splendid Game MVP or whatever. You're like, that's an easy win. Terry Crews, it's like, if you tell somebody you beat Kevin Hart, you're like, okay. But if you like beat Terry Crews, they're like, oh, that's more impressive.
You reckon?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and then in Longest Yard, he played a bit of basketball with Adam Sandler on those teams. You know what I mean?
Big, yeah.
And he's probably like 6'3", isn't he, or something?
He's big.
Like I'm not taking a charge off him. Put it that way.
1-on-1, he's going.
I'm not taking a charge off that.
Yeah.
Hell no, yo.
No,
Straight down Euclid. Fuck that. It's not how you drive. It's how you arrive.
All right.
Mr. Crews.
3 Kevin Harts or 2 Terry Crewses?
3 Kevin Hart. I feel like I'll just keep it high, innit? You know what I mean? Literally, maybe 1 power dribble. I'd have to worry about the steal, but if you keep it high, he couldn't do nothing, could he? Unless they form some sort of
Because you're
cheerleader.
so fucking tall.
No, but I'm
5'10".
Yeah, but I'm 6'1". That's the green screen. It takes 2 inches off, yeah. But I'm saying I just keep it, I hold it high,
Okay, yeah.
And then I swing the elbow so he doesn't mess around. But yeah.
Who do you reckon? Who would you? Okay,
Can I have one player pass to one if I had like Bill Murray from Space Jam on the team with me?
Bill Murray. You get
me and Bill Murray versus 5 Kevin Hart. Me and Bill Murray every day.
Bill Murray would hard because you'd be hard to get him because he doesn't have a mobile phone, so you wouldn't even know if he's going to turn up.
Oh, that's true. But then he would probably be there disguised as a janitor then come out.
Bust out.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
He'd be passed
like, nah, janitor, we're not finished cleaning yet. And then he'd be like, oh, really? Because I'm about to sweep. Throws that.
Boom.
Bang, bang, bang.
Then you just faint down.
Well, that's because I'm just a big fan and I'm hyperventilating, I'm shocked.
Woo!
That's not to do with
so
I've actually drank a lot of water that way, but I'm like, oh my god, Ghostbusters.
What if you meet LeBron and then you just faint?
Oh my god.
And that's your story.
Gotta shake it, just straight onto his dick, like that, just straight on.
And it's on live.
Can you get this guy on my...
Busting out directly into his crotch. And he thinks you're attacking him.
Nice to meet
and he
you.
just knees you in the face and you get twice as knocked out and you're just out cold.
And then I sue him for everything he's got. Either that or friendship.
You end up suing him and you're like, somehow this brings us closer together.
Yeah. I mean, I see him at least 6 times a year at the courts.
All right, let's train you up. You're going to meet LeBron James. You were talking about how you're going to meet him, but let's train you for if you do, because it could happen at any time. Like, it could happen.
Okay, that's good. I like
when
that.
you meet him, and it just happens, what do you say? Like, what's your line? Like, what do you say? He's here. Like, I'm like, here's LeBron. You got 10 seconds. He's just walked. What do you say? Exactly. You've got to think this.
I call him by his full name.
What do you say?
LeBron Ramon James. How are you?
Speak to me like LeBron.
LeBron Ramon James, if I call you that. Big fan. Car Legacy. I got a podcast. And see, this is. He'd be like, I don't want to speak to this little loser.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You got to think this
I'd have
through.
to be like, I'd have to get his attention and be like, yo, Lance Stevenson was better than you in 2012. That would get his attention.
Yes.
Then I'd blow
But you
on
know
him.
he.
Ha ha ha. Call back.
Oh yep.
And then obviously fresh breath, make sure I brush my teeth and all
Yeah.
that stuff like that. I don't want to be blowing bad breath. I blow on him, and then we're like, how bad is KCP? And then we start laughing.
Do you think? But he likes KCP.
Oh, KCP is good.
Had a
now,
very
actually,
good
yeah.
season.
I'd
I
be
think he
like,
was like the fourth best player on that team.
we could talk about like, I could be like, hey, what's the deal with this? What do you do for these hairlines? And then I can talk about. I'll edit that out.
Do you want some?
Yeah.
I got some spare.
Literally, I just pretend to be doing my hair and I'll just be like, God, I hate fucking how big my forehead's getting. And then hopefully he overhears and he comes over and then I'll be like, and then I'll be wearing my Heat Championship ring.
Oh yeah.
And then that was it.
I
I'll
think
talk shit about Chris Bosh, ask him how his mum is doing.
What about Irving? Talk shit about him.
so-
Hey, the Earth is actually flat. Go Nets. You were holding him back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. I'd shake his hand, I'll bring it in probably
Yeah.
as well. Get a little hug out there, nothing crazy.
Yeah. Touch him.
Yeah.
He likes that. You just.
No, go like this, bang. How you doing?
Oh yeah.
I love you. Bring it out.
I love you, Dad.
Shit like that, right, yeah.
What
I
did
love
you
you,
say?
Daddy.
What did you say? Hold me.
And then
So you keep it kind of funny, but then also a little bit.
I'll keep it funny. Well, obviously, I mean,
Few little
you know
inside
me.
jokes.
Like I throw in a little roast here and there, a few inside jokes, nothing crazy, yeah. And then I just get him talking about a topic that he'd actually want to talk about.
Yeah. What is that?
I'd pretend that I've adopted like a Chinese kid and I'm trying to get him in a good school in Cleveland.
Is the Chinese kid still in Wuhan?
No. He's I mean, I don't know. He's on his way. I've just got the tracking number, so he's somewhere on his way.
You can keep it.
He's shipped in a crate,
Yeah.
and then he'll be like, "Oh, why don't you try their private school? Big man, boom,
Bing bang boom.
exactly."
Yeah.
And then I'll be like,
Does he
"Oh,
have
I think
like-
I'm moving to LA. What's your house like?" Boom, I'm in the house. He's showing me the
So,
area.
hey.
I'm thinking about a flat screen TV and a full court. Oh, you got one? Oh, let's have a go at it
Let's have
then.
a game 1-on-1.
Sure. While we're here.
I brought Terry Crews. Is that cool?
Terry Crews.
It was
Who's
unbelievable.
that guy in the big jacket banging over there?
crying, holding
It's
the dog.
either Bill Murray or it's Kevin Hart on top of his shoulders.
Can you get that guy to let go of my dog? Why is he crying holding my dog? He lost his dog recently. He's very upset.
Who's that?
Terry Crews.
Oh, Flat John Wick. John Henry, sorry.
Fat
No,
John
his name is John Henry, so he only changed the last name as well.
Wow.
And it's like, and he barely speaks in the whole movie as well. So it's pretty much like
It
John
is
Wick.
John Wick.
It's crazy, yeah. You gotta watch it.
All right, what else we got?
I wouldn't talk about Bronny because that sounds like, then I'd be like, it's kind of paedophile-ish.
What about if you do the thing where you do like that and throw the powder into the air, but it's cocaine? So he gets a little bit like, you know
He's
what?
disordered.
Actually, like,
I want to chat
Look at
more.
me.
And then he's
I
chatting
do
for
wanna
hours.
talk.
And then he's chatting.
can I call you later? Like, can we hang out?
Yeah.
I'm actually quite free. I've got a lot of free time tonight, weirdly. So,
You
you want to like hang out and like talk about? Like,
Let's start a business.
Do you want to do a podcast?
Me and him start about
A
business.
business. What would your business would it be?
Obviously Akron based.
Make little basketballs for little people.
We make little basketballs for midgets.
little
yeah.
basketball courts.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
then
Kevin
you-
Hart,
yeah.
obviously the spokesman for it. That's a given. We'll get him pretty cheap. What else could we
Oh, by the way,
invest in?
I should tell you this afterwards, but I just remembered.
Invest in Greg's. Let's
Yeah.
get a Greg's in America.
Need a Greg's.
LeBron would love Greg's.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking good games and shit like that.
Oh,
Cheap
yeah.
food, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Let's get a
totally.
Greg's.
Greg's is like.
And we'll call it James's.
Greg's is a really
We'll
shitty.
call it James's.
I don't know what Greg's is. If
Greg's
they're
is
from
like
Australia.
Pie Face but shittier. Like the reject shop version of Pie Face.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cheap and it's fucking good.
Imagine being the CEO of the reject shop.
I know.
Imagine getting that email.
You wouldn't want to hand out that business card.
Yeah, like, what's your experience? It's like, well, I was the best person at the reject shop.
When your business card's got reject on it, you're probably not going to get the job. Like, the figure about it, should I give him it or should I reject him? Oh, well, reject's in my mind for some reason.
You've got like, how do you hire people for the reject shop and like not offend them?
That's...
How do you get headhunted for the reject shop?
You're like in the staff meeting. Welcome, rejects.
Welcome. You guys are the biggest losers we could find.
What I would talk to LeBron about, I would say.
You haven't really got this planned out.
I would want. I've planned so much how I'm gonna meet him. I've really planned meeting him. Yeah.
That's like almost like spending your whole life planning to.
I would wear a niche, like I'd probably wear a high school jersey or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like I haven't been following you since Cleveland, Miami, or Lakers. I've been following you since day one.
I feel like just think about you, right?
Yeah.
You're a comedian, so you know what it's like to have fans.
Yeah.
Are you more excited by the keenest fucking fan in the world of you?
Yeah.
Or just someone that's just chill and cool, that's like, yo, what's up?
See, my ideal scenario was he sees me on stage and he approaches me.
Okay.
Like, even if he's just like, he's coming back to see his boy or whatever he's on stage, but he comes back and he's like, hey, good set, man.
Okay.
And I'd be like, yo, good game the other night. You should have, you missed a backdoor pass or whatever. Something, like, I'll be like, good game. And then I'll say something real neat, then I'd be like, okay, you know what I mean?
So he's like, he just happens to be in the Wagga Wagga Chuckle Hut one night, and he sees you do like a little 5-minute riff.
That was the old Rudy Horror's
and he's like, hey, that guy seems really cool. I should spend the night with him.
And then I'm handing out stickers after the show.
And I want to meet LeBron James.
I hand a sticker, bumps him there in the dick, and look up, it's LeBron James.
Oh my God.
And he's like, what have you got here?
And you're like, just some stickers I made.
Some stickers I made? Move out the way. I've still got more stickers to give out, you idiot. I don't even realise it's him. It's like, move out the way. I'm trying to get followers up so I can meet LeBron. Get out the way, you stupid, tall, black person.
You don't, like, you're so obsessed with trying to meet LeBron James that you can't even register when you meet him.
Exactly.
You just treat him like another person that can help you meet LeBron James.
That's it.
Do you know him?
Do you know LeBron James?
I've never heard of him.
I am him. I mean, I guess we all are.
Yeah, we are
in a way. Yes.
It's a little bit LeBron in all of it. No, I'm actually LeBron.
Let's
basketball player.
let's LeBron James as opposed to LeBron James, the French baker.
Oh, that's a good joke. No, I'm looking for a different LeBron James. He's in France. He's a French baker. LeBron James, the French baker. Maybe that's your podcast. Is I want to meet LeBron James, and we've like you find some guy in France called LeBron James, who's some like white guy with a mustache and a turtleneck, and like that's like goal number 2. How about you guys? Let's break this down, right? Why don't you have different goals? Like, you want to meet LeBron James, but why don't you try and meet another LeBron James and just ask them what it's like to have the name LeBron James and how it's like affected their life.
That's great.
And then get close. Slowly meeting all the LeBron Jameses, because you know they're easy to get. Like,
and then I could probably just Facebook search LeBron James.
And you could put them on like a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Meet up with some other LeBron James. And then you could be like, I actually got an interview with LeBron James.
Even just calling somebody LeBron James would be amazing. And the answer,
be great.
Hey, LeBron James? Yes? Oh, no, it'd be like, Buongiorno?
Buongiorno?
Mi scusi?
Scusi.
LeBron's rings in order of most impressive to least impressive. So we're going 2016 Cavs. We're locking that in.
Great.
That's the best. That's the best one, obviously, yeah. The next one, after this, I would either put... He beat Durant, but that was a young Durant and a young Westbrook and a young Harden, so you can't really put that. It's either the Spurs against Tim Duncan, because that's the best team of all time, or the bubble one. What do you think about the bubble? Do you think it was easier for them this year or harder?
It was just a weird year. I think it was easy and hard for everyone.
I think it's harder because they're not used to it. The mind space, you can't leave. You couldn't have family there for most of it. You know what I mean? It's weird as fuck.
Yeah, it would be weird.
Like you're in a hotel room, you can't go to dinners and like take your mind, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it would have suited some players more than others. You know, like I feel like some people wouldn't be used to it. Some people were like they're used to having like a lavish lifestyle, and then suddenly they're back there. Like rookies probably. I think it was good for rookies in a way.
Oh, they've been living the dream, yeah.
They're living the dream because they're just like, I just want to do
and
basketball.
And they're basketball 24/7, yeah, exactly.
They get focused, you know?
But they'd still be a bit worried about COVID at first, of course they would. Because imagine if LeBron got COVID first round and he's out. You know what I mean? We're just lucky nobody did get COVID.
The Heat definitely, I think, played better in the bubble.
It
suited
for sure.
that team mentality.
Definitely. But Phoenix as well.
They were great.
They were phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, Devin Booker was the bubble MVP, really, before the playoffs.
I was definitely thinking about, like, shooting percentages. I wonder what the shooting percentages for the bubble was, because there's no fans.
Oh, they got better.
Yeah, I feel like better.
Well, think about it, they were high-scoring games. Look at fucking TJ Warren, which is a bucket. because the fans, obviously the distraction's not there, which I don't think affects the players anyway. They're used to it, you know what I mean?
I think it does in a way.
Maybe on the free throw line when it's quiet, but I mean during the game I don't feel like it's not like you're too much focused in the defender. But it's also when the stadiums are fucking massive, so it's all the way up with the bubble, the floor is ceiling, so you don't have to add that extra variable in when you're aiming. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
Like when you're looking at the basket, you're not seeing a massive stand behind it, you're just seeing a wall when you're in the bubble.
Yeah.
So it's less to distract you, let's say.
Less,
you know what I mean?
Less noise, less
exactly. So it's easier to shoot, I would say, in the bubble,
So I guess that suits some teams.
But also you lose home court advantage as well.
Yeah.
So you've been playing all season for home court advantage, which is just a fucking sticker now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't mean anything.
So Spurs ring or bubble ring, which is more impressive out of them?
I think the Spurs ring is less impressive. I think the bubble ring is impressive because look,
nobody's ever done it.
No one's ever done it. It was unknown. You had to keep your team together. The Clippers, they fucked it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, so it was not like it was an easy run. Like the Lakers could have screwed their chemistry. It's like it could have gone either way. It was a hard thing to keep together. Testament as a leader.
Yeah.
He kept everyone together. He put a team together that was hard to put together. He waited out a year. They came good the second year.
Yeah.
And he kept them strong all season. You know, he helped some players. You know, like KCP had a great year.
Yo, literally, like, and Caruso is now gonna get paid. You know what I mean? Like he stuff. Dwight Howard, he got him a ring, resurrected his career. Yeah. I'd probably say the same. I'd go 2016, 2020 Spurs, Thunder. We agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
I reckon we're done. We covered it now. I'm gonna practice things. What I'm gonna say to meet LeBron. Yeah. But I feel like we've got it now. Playing as casual, but then approach something niche, and then once we get chatting, it's you know what I mean. It's over after that. Yeah. Like it's over.
And you gotta meet ex or current Lakers player. Like even someone that played in the G League. Like you gotta slowly get
and also meet all the LeBron Jameses out there on Facebook.
Speak to someone who lived in his hometown in Cleveland. Like maybe find someone in that area. Like slowly.
I like that.
Like,
like his old babysitter from
like
15 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, always talk. But in like a fun podcast way.
What about if you just interview people that have met LeBron?
That's great.
Yeah. Ask him what it was like. What did you say? Did he like what you said?
Yeah.
Then, like, just take notes.
Oh, this is perfect. What's his favourite colour? Well, maybe I'll have a couple of pastries. His favourite pastries.
What's his favourite pastry?
I'm walking around with a pastry or whatever. Oh, you smell this, do you?
Yeah.
Little fan, blow the air.
What is it? Do you know who made this? LeBron James, the
baker.
The baker. LeBron James from the LeBron James the baker to LeBron James the basketball player.
Yeah, exactly. Assist. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you in a week. This has been Sam Kissajukian. Follow in on Instagram, Facebook, and just on the goddamn street.
Follow me on the street.
See you later, guys.
See you guys.
Peace.